Okay guys, so welcome to another video. I am Zodi. Let's go into it. So ignore this here, by the way, that's a bit of a lighting thing, very limited space. So we've got something from Oxford Rail. I actually got this from Hattons. There was a deal that they had going on with this and 3 corresponding wagons, which I'm actually going to do later in the video, so do hang around for that. Well, the deal was with this locomotive, which is Janus. I'm probably going to butcher the name, but it's one of those. And it's an 060 diesel loco, ICI Richard Borrett. Now, I do actually have a DCC decoder coming for it, so I'll install that probably next week. But that is the loco, and then what it come with was a pack of wagons. It is a triple pack, again, Oxford Rail. It is the ICI Salt Division wagons in blue. There's no actual names on the side of the boxes. There you go. You get an idea for that just there. We will open these as well, so I'll show you all of that in this video, so do hang around for that. Now, this deal, if I could just find the invoice. This was £69.50 at the time of filming this video. So, not that much actually for a loco and 3 wagons, all brand new. So, let's just get straight into it. So, first off, got the standard Oxford Rail box. It's got the warnings on the back. There's the English warnings for you. Not much to see on the box, so we are just going to get it open. Now, it is, just quickly, it is a Golden Valley Hobbies, or commissioned by Golden Valley Hobbies. The sleeve is a little bit loose, but that's not too big of a deal. Now, I know people have done reviews on these before, but this is new to me. I've not actually seen a review, as in I haven't looked it up. I just wanted a new diesel locomotive for the layout. So here we are. It's in a block of plastic, and there's that logo again on the side, and there's nothing else on it. So let's just get it straight open. There we go. So let's see what we've got in the box first. We've got our operation and maintenance. So there we go. If you want to pause and give that a read, then do of course give that a read. But I think it's all the normal stuff. But yeah, so there we go. All the normal gumph. So we'll put that away. We've got the locomotive. So first impressions, it's actually got a fair bit of weight to it. It is quite nice to feel a bit of weight on this locomotive. So let's just slide it out of another sleeve. So you got your detail pack. There we go. Can you see that? There you go. Not too sure what the details actually are yet. It looks like they're fake couplings by the looks of it. Yeah, you got the hook and the chain. So yeah, that's probably fake couplings that you just put on the front. A little bit of added details. And then you got the loco itself. It does look rather nice. So let's get out of this little casing. There we go. Now that is really a nice weighted loco. First off, I can see there is actually detail in the cab. There you go. You can actually see there is some coloured detail in there, which is brilliant, especially for the price that I paid. You're going to focus. This is on my phone, so it may not focus all the time. But wow, yeah. It's a very nice loco. It feels like, feels like the body's die cast, but I could be wrong. No, me, I probably am wrong. There you go. Absolutely lovely detail on that as well. I think the cab section's plastic. sanders, nem couplings by the looks of it. Again, probably wrong on that. Wow. I'm not too sure what those are. Are they some form of exhausts, extra exhausts? I'm really not too sure on this locomotive what its real counterpart actually is. I'll probably give it a look up anyway. But I do like the wasp stripes on the front there. I do like a bit of the old wasp stripes. Gonna focus? Really isn't like focusing today. Yeah, there's a ton of detail on here. Handrails look like they're individually fitted. So are the sanders. The braking gear, is that individual? It looks like it could be. I think it is actually. So that is, again, even brilliant. There's a little bit of moulded detail on the actual like engine covers and whatnot, but in spite of other details, even the moulded detail actually looks really, really good. Got some handrails on the actual engine coverings here, which I think, I'm not too sure. I think they are individual, but they could be moulded. They look like actually. I'm really not too sure on that. If I'm honest, it's really good, really, really good either way. But yeah, the couplings do sort of move as well, which helps around the tighter corners, such as on layouts like mine where it's a bit of a tight bend on some of them. But yeah, that is brilliant. I know these are exhausts at the top here though. Absolutely brilliant. So what we'll do, where's it gone? There it is. So we'll just put this to one side for a moment. Just put that down on there. So I'll put that over to one side. It does look rather stunning. Sorry if you can hear me breathing. I get a little bit excited doing videos and I start breathing a bit heavy, so I am sorry about that. I just love doing this. And then we've got our wagon pack. So let's pop one out. So you got a sleeve for all three, but you got a window on the front, and then you got the actual wagon packs themselves, which have windows on the front. So it's actually a fair bit of protection for these. They're again all your normal stuff on the back and the front. Nothing too amazing. But let's get it open. So what we'll do is we'll just put these other wagons just to the side. Put them down there. So there we go. ICI Salt Division. Empty to Stratford Common. Just from looking at it, you can see there is loads of moulded detail on there, and the writing and the graphics on there are really well applied as well. So let's just open that. It's not the heaviest thing, but it is a wagon, so you wouldn't expect it to be super heavy, but it has got a nice weight to it either way. Now we've got those NEM couplings again. They do sort of move, but not as much as they do on the locomotive. Nice metal wheels. Really free running as well, so that is brilliant. How many planks we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's a 7-plank wagon. There's quite a nice bit of internal detail in there as well, as you can see. Got the doors on the bottom. What I would assume would have been doors on the bottom to empty it out. But yeah, you got painted insides. It's quite nice on the outside. Not spring buffers, although I believe they are metal. By looking at it, given that they do shine and they have got that sort of metal look to them. And you got all the underside details as well. And do these move? They do slightly. Not sure if they're supposed to, but they do. That is brilliant little detail. That the actual handbrakes on these do move slightly. I don't know if they're supposed to, but it feels like
I'm going to put myself on pause there.
Which just
I'm not going to lay out. I'm going to put it onto
the
the rolling road first to see how it plays.
It's absolutely brilliant. That's lovely, that does. So what we're going to do is I'm going to turn this camera off. Right, so I thought instead of going straight onto layout, why don't we actually see how it runs on the rolling road and actually get it running? So I haven't even turned the power on yet, so let's just make sure it's actually sitting on there properly, which it looks like it does. Now what we can do is slowly turn the power up, see what happens. Oh, bit of a twitch. So you can see it's not the smoothest out of the box, but again, it hasn't been running, so we'll turn the power up a little bit. Oh, stopped a little bit. Turning up, there we go. I'm pretty sure it shouldn't be making that thudding noise. Even without being running, I don't think it should be making that thud. It's moving the track a fair bit as well. To me, that just doesn't sound right. Try it in the other direction. See, it's not thudding as much, but yeah. There's a slight thudding to it. Don't know if you can hear that. Speed it up a little bit. Wiggling a fair amount. Right, okay, so now putting it back in the other direction where the thudding was coming from, it's now seemed to stop thudding. Okay guys, so what we can do is I'm going to let this run in, see what happens after about half hour each way. Then I'll go from there. If it keeps making weird noises, then I'll probably end up sending it back, because I don't think it's supposed to do that. But let's get it running, and we will see what happens. So, see you in a minute. So here we are, got it down on the layout. Now I've had to cut the audio, unfortunately. You could hear some music in the background, so for copyright reasons I have removed it. But here we are, you can see it running. Now, what you guys can't hear is the fact that it still sounds like there's some sort of grinding on the bearings, on the wheels, or on the axles. I did apply oil to it, but it still had that sort of grinding noise, and I'm not too sure about that. Now, do excuse my camera work. I'm still trying to sort all this sort of camera gump out, shall we say. But as you can see, it won't even start on a point. Now, yes, it is an isolated frog point, but given that two sets of axles were not even on the point on the dead zone, it wouldn't start without a little bit of a push or without a lot of power. Now, you can also see from the video that it jaunts along a little bit. It's not completely 100% smooth. It does sort of judder just a tiny bit. So I think there might actually be something wrong with this model, or it could be something with all of them. I'm not completely sure. It may well that it still needs even more running in, but the track itself is clean. I would assume the wheels on the model are clean, given that it should be brand new. Now you can see it as well, so we're just going to try and couple it up here. Didn't couple up there because it was on a bend, so given that, then it wouldn't couple until I give it a bit of power there. Now going around this bend, it just stops. That's not me turning the power down, it just stops.
then I've got to really turn the power back up again to actually get it to move. So I'm, like I said just now, just trying to do some shunting moves with it, just to show you how it works. The wagons themselves, I can't see any problem with those. Really free-wheeling, nice details. I haven't got a problem with them. Absolutely fine. But like I said, the loco, I'm not too... I mean, details and the looks, I do like that. Details and looks are very nice. But it's just the running of it. It's been running, it's even had oil on the axles and the conrod connections on the wheels. But it just doesn't seem to want to play ball. See, again, it stops on that curve, even though that curve has been cleaned. All the track was clean before trying to actually run it around this. Don't get me wrong, when it's on a straight, it can be rather smooth, but it still has that tiny juddering, or jolting. See, there it just stopped on the point. It shouldn't do, because I believe it's all-wheel pickup, so it shouldn't be stopping like that. But so altogether, it does actually look quite nice. It's just random movements now, because I just wanted to make sure that it does actually work. And we're just going to try and run it around this to see how it looks. To see if it actually works on those points. See, look, I've stopped it on the point, but we have... See, stopped it again, even though it's cut. See, that one it actually worked on. But it seems to be really temperamental. So, what do I think of it? Well, for the money, it's not bad. The wagon pack, can't really fault that. Pretty good price for those. Well, given it's included, they're absolutely fine. Freewheeling, good details, not a problem. As for the loco, as much as I do like the details on it, how it looks, it's just the running. Even though it's been running, it's even had a little bit of oil put onto it as well, where it says to do in the manual. It just doesn't seem to want to run very well. I don't know if it's a problem with this particular model or with a batch of them, but I'm not super impressed with it, if I'm honest. Maybe it could just be mine, I'm not too sure. So what I'm asking you guys is, if you have one of these, how is your experience with it? Does yours work absolutely fine? Do you think mine could just be faulty? Is this something that happens quite a bit? Yeah, just let me know. It'd be nice to know. So either way though, thank you guys for watching. If you can, before we do end the video, if you can get a bundle like this for that price and the loco does work for you, then brilliant. It is a very good price. So well done to Hattons for putting that all together at a low price. Yeah, so there you go guys. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully I'll see you on another video. Don't forget, I do have Twitter and Facebook. I'll leave that down in the description. Please subscribe. It does help out an awful lot. And again, thank you very much. Goodbye.